What is up, everyone? Volathis here, and today we're going to be talking about the live letter 49 that happened last night. So once again, I was not present for the video of that, so I'm going to be using Gamer Escape's article on this, and we'll talk about my thoughts. So to start off, the focus of this was patch 4.5, which is going to be February 12th, and we don't know about patch 4.56. It's still set for late March. That will include the Stormblood finale, more Hildebrand quests, and it says more Beast Tribe quests, but I don't think we're getting a new Beast Tribe. I think this is going to be like the finale Beast Tribe quest that we've gotten in each expansion, where it brings them all together for a particular event. So the first thing that was talked about was the Hidden Gorge, which is the new Rival Wings map, and it talked about how the Gob train's going to be there, that how it's going to work is the teams are going to take control of the train stations, and those train stations are going to include keys to powerful tanks, ceruleum, and other things. The trains are going to roam around the map, but they are on tracks, so they're going to go across those tracks. If you are hit by a train, you are going to take some damage, and you're going to get knocked back. Another interesting part about this is there is going to be Goblin mercenaries. They're going to roam the map, and to start, they will attack any players. It doesn't matter what team you're on. However, it is stated that if you deal enough damage, the mercenaries will fight for you. Now, I personally haven't played any of the Rival Wings map. From what I've heard in the community, with the occasional of a community night, that kind of mode is dead. Hopefully, adding this new map, we can maybe get a roulette with those two added in, or hopefully get people back into it. It sounds pretty interesting. We'll see how it differs from the other one. When I heard about the first Rival Wings, to me it kind of felt like a MOBA type deal, and we'll see how this one works out. But I do like the idea of Goblin mercenaries roaming around, this kind of little random thing to pay attention for, just another objective to pay attention. And then the next thing that was talked about was Eureka Hydos. And of course, this is the finale of Eureka. This is going to be our final upgrade to our gear. And a big part of this too is, I believe this is called the Baldasan Arenal, which is Eureka's open dungeon. It is considered ultra high-end instance dungeon. Only up to 56 players can take this on at once. There are going to be some restrictions. First off, you have to finish the Eureka storyline, so you have to finish all the quests in Hydos as well as all the previous Eureka areas. It's going to be difficult to get in. You won't always be able to access it. For example, you may have to have certain items on you at certain times, and if your group wipes, you can't do it again. And of course, if your group wipes, there's always this chance that you'll level down. So it sounds quite difficult. They also said the Final Fantasy XI's Absolute Virtue will be a dungeon in the boss for players to run into. There's going to be several powerful bosses. There's going to be traps and enfeeblements that will prevent the usage of certain magics. I'm not sure if that's referring to Logos actions or if it's just like you can't use certain spells. Also, this is, from what I've read, is guaranteed. You cannot res anyone. So this is definitely going to be one of this content that you're going to have to pay attention. And once again, it's emphasized that this is going to be difficult content, and you're going to need a lot of time and luck to complete it. So we're going to have to see the direction of this. Unfortunately, I'm still behind in Eureka. It's something that I always end up putting off to the side, which means I'm going to have to get my act together, because literally in a couple weeks it's going to be accessible, so I'm going to have to get my act together and hopefully get in there soon. I'm interested in how often this stuff isn't going to happen. I'm hoping that the team obviously can make sure that someone like me, who has to work a full-time job and can't play this game 24/7, that this high-end dungeon isn't going to be like mostly during, the day when I can't access the game. And my only option if I want to do it is wait till the weekend. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that. I'm curious about how restrictive this is. Obviously, from what I can tell, I feel like there isn't any description of the rewards of this. Maybe this is just going to be bragging rights or rare items, which I guess would be bragging rights. So we're going to have to wait and see. I'm curious about the debuffs. Another question I have for this is this going to be so difficult that this is basically ultimate open-end content? I know they're saying ultra hard. I mean, that's also how I would probably think for ultimate bosses. So we're going to have to wait and see. I still have a lot of questions about this content, but we're going to find out in a couple weeks anyways. So we'll have to look forward to it. And then the last thing here that a lot of people have been waiting for is the Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy XV collaboration. There's a Final Fantasy 15 to 14 collaboration, and we're just like, it's just a matter of time. So if you've been waiting on this, it's happening soon. It is scheduled for mid-April, so this is going to be, content that'll be even after patch 4.56. And basically they're just saying Noctis is going to run into the Warrior Light. We're going to be fighting enemies from EOS, including the Final Fantasy 15 Garuda. And there's also going to be this feature of camping. From what I could tell from the video, which, by the way, will be in the description, and also I forgot, I will be using the Square Enix press release site for some images. But from what I could tell from the video, it looks kind of like how the Final Fantasy 13 collaboration was. A lot of it, I'm assuming, the enemies we are going to fight from EOS is going to be fate related. Obviously we don't have a duration on this, but I can imagine this lasting a few months depending on all what we need to do. And also they talk about like the camping. I'm not sure how that's going to play a role, but we'll have to wait and see. I was kind of hoping we were going to get the whole, the 4-man squad from Final Fantasy 15, but it's just Noctis. But you know what? I'm glad this collab is happening in the first place. So that's a plus. It also reminds me that I never did the Final Fantasy 14 collaboration on 15. Maybe I should get off my butt and do that as well. But the big thing too about this is we're getting Regalia, the 4-person mount. Thank you, Square Enix. Just thank you. We're getting this new mount. It's a new type of mount. It's not on a cash shop. And also it showed off in the video, it can fly and it does transform into the flying mode. It doesn't just stay in the car form and then flies in car form. It actually transforms. I'm looking forward to grabbing that. And then I'm going to have to find 3 people that are willing to ride around in Regalia with me. But considering how I played in 15, maybe people won't want me to join me in the 4-person mount. So that's about everything we know of as right now. Tell me down below in the comments down below, what are you looking forward to? Honestly, I can't wait to get my hands on the Final Fantasy 14 and 15 collab, but that's going to be a while. I guess that's just going to be something to look forward to. Obviously, as I stated previously, I need to get myself in order so I can get ready to go into Eureka Hydos. If you are someone who's on current Eureka content, how do you feel about this? Obviously, the main question, I still have so many questions about this high-end dungeon, but we're gonna just have to wait and see it. I hope it goes well with the community, and I hope it's something that I myself can enjoy. Granted that it sounds like there's gonna be a steep learning curve, and I'm probably gonna be one of those people that's gonna have to learn, and it's gonna be very slow for me, so there's gonna be probably plenty of deaths. I don't know if I'll be wanting to try this out on a black mage, considering the whole you can't res people. Might want to go for something else, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to stay updated. I should have another Final Fantasy XIV related video later in the week, depending. I found some footage that I believe I meant to edit and upload and didn't get to it, so that's something that I need to work on. But also, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.